Why do people spend so much time and money planning a wedding that lasts a day, but they fail to plan a relationship to be successful? My name is Melissa Daggett, and I'm founder of the Power Couple Coach program. And this video is going to be how to actually plan your relationship goals, but how to work on them and ensure greater success of your relationship, which is way more important than the wedding. Although the wedding is important, it only lasts a day. So, if you want to plan for a relationship that lasts and is happy and successful, well, stick around for this video and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to offer. We spend more time and money planning not only the wedding, but we spend more time and money planning our vacations, our kids' activities, everything under the sun, except for the thing that we say, or a lot of us say, matters the most, our relationships. We just magically hope it'll work out. At least that's what I'm hearing people say. They're like, well, we just hope it'll work out, you know, and they just think the chemistry and the connection is enough. And those things are important. You need to have chemistry, and that's something you can't plan. That's something that does happen organically and naturally, and also the connection. You need to find somebody you have connection with and compatibility. But beyond that, why are relationships failing, even those that have great chemistry, great connection? You know, I'm going to talk about all these things, including how to make those things last longer. So, I want to tell you, it really does take work like anything else. I'm also author of Three-Way Fit. We have an app where we talk about the three most important things are, to the people that are part of our community anyway, are a healthy body and mind, healthy relationships, and healthy finances. So we're actively in that community working on all three things. You know, you wouldn't have or expect to have a successful business if you didn't have a plan, would you? If you just went into a business to start your own business and you had no plan, would you expect that business to succeed or fail? Right? If you went on a diet and you wanted to lose some weight, but you had no plan, no exercise plan, no eating plan, would you expect to succeed or fail? So why do we treat our relationships different than any other category of our lives? That's what I'm here to help you with today. We just keep hoping things will work out. And then what I found, I went on a journey. I actually was married for 21 years. And like everyone else, we had our ups and downs. We didn't have the perfect relationship. But I did learn a lot from those 21 years. And I will tell you that the last decade of the 2 decades was much better than the first decade, because I started learning what made successful relationships and what we were doing wrong and where we were failing. And so we were failing in a lot of areas, and the 3 areas I just mentioned are actually, ironically, when I went to research about 4 years ago after I suddenly lost my husband overnight, I went to research what makes great relationships. I went a little further and a little deeper. I was finding the same answers over and over from the research was, not necessarily in this order, but lack of good communication skills, or poor communication, poor conflict resolution. That was number one. Financial problems or financial disagreements. And the third area was infidelity. So I went on this journey to discover, okay, why are we having these problems and how can we fix them? And my husband and I actually, while we were in our 21-year marriage, really learned to improve in some of these areas. And I want to talk about the financial area first, because that was the area I was failing, and that's the area a lot of couples are failing. And the reason they're failing in this area is many times we're attracted to our opposite. So we have opposite communication styles. We often have opposite financial knowledge, personalities. Our financial IQs are on different pages, or the way we view money is differently. And if we fail to communicate, which is the number one overarching thing that I said, if we fail to know how to communicate on these sensitive areas and how to get on the same page, the relationship will eventually fail, because these things cause a lot of stress. And so about halfway into my marriage, my husband said, you know, you need to learn about money, because he was an expert in financial wisdom and knowledge. His father had taught him this, and he knew a lot about money. And, you know, I was like a lot of women do, actually. I was just relying on him for that aspect, and I didn't really know much myself. And I said, oh, that's what I have you for, honey. And he said, no, you really need to learn. So when I finally did decide to learn, not only did that change everything as far as empowering me to have my own independent financial knowledge, which I would need later because I didn't know I was going to lose him early, so it actually saved my future. But also it got us on the same page. We were finally on the same page financially, because really a lot of the reasons people have disagreements in the financial area is a lack of knowledge, a lack of understanding, and people are afraid of what they don't understand. So once I understood it, I got excited, and then we started building our own financial dreams and goals together, and it made a huge difference in the relationship. So that's one area I can coach people on. And you know, a lot of husbands say, I wish my wife was on the same page, and I can tell you it's possible, because I went from zero to knowledge to really now actually becoming a financial advisor, financial planner. So, and that's something I never thought I would do, and I never, you know, I come from a piano background, a music background, so anybody can learn this. It's not rocket science, and when you get on the same page, it makes for a happier relationship. Whether you're married or not, even if you're just in a committed relationship, I can help you get on the same page. And sometimes you just need a third party to listen to both sides and really help you come up with a plan that works for both people. The communication skills is something we all constantly have to be working on, but guess what? Communication skills are learned. Very few people are born with great communication skills. We have different communication styles. I really love to help people in this area because I've done a lot of trial and error with this. I've helped a lot of people. Okay, so this is paramount to every other aspect of your relationship, is knowing how, not just what, to communicate and being good and effective communicators. And then the other area, infidelity, really I have some secrets about this, that if you want your relationship not just to last a long time, but to be thriving, exciting, healthy, and you don't want to get bored after a few years, it's really all about working on yourself. You know, my husband said something to me, and I laughed when he first said it, but I thought, you know, that was profound. He had a way of having these one-liners that he could say so much with so little, but this is what he said to me, and I never forgot it. He said, Melissa, you eliminate my need to date all kinds of women. I go, what? Why? He goes, because you're always growing and evolving. You're always challenging yourself. You're always changing and growing. And what he was saying to me was one of the highest compliments I've ever received, is that I kept him on his toes, you know, but not only that, he found it exciting that I was always changing and growing. And at that time, I thought, you know what? That's the problem when relationships get boring or we get bored. It's not the fault of the relationship. If you're bored with your relationship, you're probably bored with yourself. So, you know, just like we've heard, and this, after the first decade of our relationship shifted when I realized it's not my husband's job to make me happy, it's my job to make me happy. And everything shifted when I realized that. And you know, that's the secret, I think, one of the biggest secrets, and I'll share a few more with you if you work with me, but that's one of the biggest secrets to a happy relationship, is that you never stop growing individually. Each of you must have your own thing going on, and if your life is exciting to you, and you wake up with passion every day, guess what? That's what you bring to the relationship. A relationship's not going to make you happy. It's what you bring to the relationship. So if both of you are doing that, you're both working on yourself, you're both excited about life. Not that you're not going to have bad days. Of course, a partner is going to have a bad day, and then they should be your soft place to fall. But if overall, in general, you're both working on your own thing and you're excited about life, that's what you bring to the relationship. That's the energy you bring. So if your relationship is dead and boring, you need to look within and start with yourself and what you bring. Where a coach can help you is that if one partner's just doing that and the other's not, a coach can really help you get on the same page there too. So these are the three areas that are the pillars of Three-Way Fit. I have an app out, but I'm not trying to sell that to you today. Actually, what I'm offering you today is something unique. If you really feel that whether you're in a relationship now, even if you're single and you just want to start planning for a great relationship, if you need a coach to sort of help you come up with a plan for these would be my relationship goals. And if you're already in a relationship, you know, I can work with you two together as a team. Having a third party for accountability and just something to bounce things off of. And very often times women are more willing, I have found, to work on these things than men think they don't need to. But guess what, guys? You may be acing the financial aspect, but you're failing in your relationship skills, because guess what? An independent woman, you say you want a woman that's working on herself, working on her body. You say you want a woman who's financially independent and doesn't rely on you for the money. But guess what? If you want a woman like that, if you want a queen, you also have to work on your relationship skills. And, you know, some of you really want to, but you just don't know how. This is where a coach comes in. So today, what I'm offering you is a free relationship coaching session. The first one's on me for the first 50 people who click on the link below, and all you need to do is just your name, your email address. I'll contact you, and you can have your first relationship coaching, 45-minute session free with me. If you're in the Southwest Florida area, we can do it in person, or anywhere else in the world, we can do it live via Zoom or online Skype. So that's what I'm offering today to the first 50 people. Beyond that, we do have a 3-Way Fit app, and we're building a whole community. And so even if you don't make the first 50 people, if you want more information on this community we're building of people who are serious about their health, people who are serious about becoming more financially independent, and people that are serious about real relationships and real relationship goals, we have an exclusive community we're forming on Facebook, and I'll give you more information about that if you sign up for the email list. You can also join the app, and I have special discounts for that when you join our community as well. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click on the link, get on my free email newsletter list. If you're one of the first 50, you get a free coaching session. There's no obligation after that, and let's do this. Let's do this together. I am a lover of great relationships, and I'm also a relationship and life coach, but that's the reason. So I want to see you win. Let's all win together. Thank you.
I wanna hold you close, don't wanna take it slow. Ooh, I just want you now.